All right, I'm gonna walk you through how to use our FlashForge printers. So they're pretty simple to use. Just like our old MakerBots, there is a spot to plug in a USB drive. So when you plug in a drive, this bottom option, once the drive loads, is gonna change from not available. It'll change and look something like this. And then in there, you would be able to find your files of things. So if it's in a folder or anything like that. So depending on how big your file is, you're gonna want to also make sure that there is enough filament loaded. So the filament on these printers is on the side in this little door. And you can see it right in there, so there's plenty of filament in there. These prints, like most of your prints, aren't gonna take a lot of filament. So it might look like there's not a lot on there, but a little bit goes a long way. So that main screen, and I'm gonna go to build. If I needed to unload the filament or reload more filament, that's just in the filament tab where you can change it. But ours is all good, so I'm just gonna go to build. And I'm just gonna go to the stored files for right now. So even when you plug in a flash drive, it's gonna look kind of like this. And you just click the little play button next to whatever you wanna print, and it will print. If you need to pause it, that's the middle, or cancel is on the left. The three little dots will open up a spot where you can change the filament, turn on or off the light. There is a little tiny light in there that you can see turn on and off. This last button gives you information about what is going on with the printer. So I can even hit cancel and do yes. If you just click the icon, it won't automatically start printing. So you have to click this other little middle button to get it to start to print. But this tells you how long it's gonna take, how much material. But if you just click play, it would just start right away. So it's kind of nice to know just to make sure it's the time you expect and things like that. I can click the middle, and it gives you info on how hot the extruder is, how hot the build plate is, and then it'll just print for us. So when your print is done, the machine will beep and tell you that it's done, and then you can take your print off of the build plate. So with these build plates, they do slide out. So if you push down just a little bit, they slide out so that you can easily remove your print from the build plate, and just make sure you slide the build plate back in. It's a little hard with one hand. Just make sure you slide it all the way back in so it's ready for the next person, or if there's any extra junk in there, get it all cleaned up and ready for the next person.